In this video, I want to explain to you how I helped a B2B SaaS startup at 600K in ARR in 6 months using a case study funnel that we set up in 1 day. And if while watching you'd like my help building this one funnel for you as well, just find the link nearby and apply for my coaching. First, who exactly this video is for? You're a B2B SaaS founder, above 10K MRR, selling a mid-ticket or a high-ticket solution, and you are tired of not having consistent demos, controllable CAC, and just fed up with running complex and reliable or unpredictable acquisition methods. So also, you may want a simple system that can bring 3 to 5 new customers each week, and you may be getting some results, but you have no freedom to work on the business, and you often find yourself being busy while not really moving the business forward. These are some common places where my clients found themselves before getting this sorted. So if that sounds like you, make sure to watch this video to the end, because I will break down exactly the steps we followed with one B2B SaaS founder to generate this amount for him, and why you no longer need to be doing all this stupid things for you to be consistently generating new sales for your B2B SaaS startup. With a case study funnel, you'd no longer need to chase leads, hoping they get on a call with you, because they would be coming to you and you'd have a lot more authority. Plus, you would no longer need any advanced sales tactics or hard selling in your sales calls, because the people would be pre-sold when coming to the call. Third, you would no longer need to fight LinkedIn and cold email restrictions, being worried the next update will kill your entire growth strategy, and you will not need to tolerate any leads who aren't completely respecting your schedule or pricing terms, thanks to you just having so many more leads. Now, quick intro. My name is Denis Shatalin. I helped over 100 B2B SaaS startups in recent years. I generated over 60 million in new sales for my clients, booking them few thousand sales calls using different funnels. Picture on the right, I got a 21-year-old from 0 to 170K in sales, and after he bought his dream Porsche Cayenne in cash, he gifted me this trip to Maldives. So the situation before applying the case study funnel for many of my clients was the following. They were sending thousands of cold emails, constantly fighting deliverability issues and needing to chase leads after the replies. Then they were always hitting LinkedIn outbound limits and operating on the edge of getting the account banned, and waiting for ages to leads to come from SEO or content efforts, knowing that it could take years before the pipeline gets full. Also, they were endlessly going to events, hoping to get the right prospects into a meeting, and they were following some complex ad systems that require external agencies and armies of contractors to get the results. With this one, it's completely different. And I know this very well because not only my clients, but I myself tried all this marketing tactics and channels for my businesses. So problems of old acquisition methods are the following. It's inconsistent lead flow, uncontrollable CAC, and calendars full of unqualified leads. Then once a good lead is finally there, they have a lot more leverage throughout the call and negotiate you down in free trials and price. And then there are these endless comparison games trying to prove that you are better than competitor solutions. Again, with a case study funnel, as I'll just shortly explain you, there's not going to be any of this BS. So today, using the case study funnel, you determine how many leads you want to get each week with a couple clicks. You have an ability to disqualify any prospects you don't like, even slightly, thanks to much larger lead volume coming in. And then the leads, knowing your solution delivers results, are just coming to the demo to confirm the price, and just you don't need all this advanced sales tactics or tricks to get them into a contract. Then there are very few moving pieces, making it easy to lower your customer acquisition cost, and the leads coming to calls warm, making it a lot easier to close into annual contracts upfront. But the actual best part about it is the killer results that it's able to get to B2B SaaS startups. And most importantly, it allows to deliver results like for Arman, who added 600K ARR in 6 months using the case study funnel I'm about to show you more about. So he used to only book 3 to 5 demos a week, unsure how to scale, and his leads were constantly asking for discounts and free trials. Today, he's booking 40 to 60 demos a week for the past couple months, 2 to 3 full calendars, selling at a 50% higher profit margin while converting at a 20% higher close rate. And all we've done was following this 4 simple steps. First, we packaged his case study to attract ideal prospects. Second, we ran meta ads into it. Third, we booked calls, inviting people who opted in to get similar results. And four, we closed sales with warm, qualified leads. These 4 steps. And once it's working, you just change the ad spend with a few clicks to scale it as much as you like to grow. And here's how it looks like. First, we get traffic from 9 different meta ads. Typically, I like testing 6 to 9 creatives at the start. Then we have the case study opt-in where people are submitting the info. We then have the case study page with booking link for direct bookings, because many calls you'll be getting just people straight booking the call as they go through the case study. Then there are pre-call warm-up and disqualification sequences so that you do not waste any time on people who are not worth your time. Then you run the product demos with ready-to-buy leads and you close sales. Another thing is to increase the booking rates. What we usually do is we implement SMS retargeting so that we have even higher booking rates. So again, if you're not keen to spend years and tens of thousands in ad spend figuring it out, then just apply for my coaching by booking a call below. Now some questions that you may have. But will it work in my niche? It is not optimal approach. If you're selling a 50K a year plus solution, then just email me and I'll advise you a better one. However, if you're not, then I'm yet to find a niche in which it wouldn't work. And here are some recent results. First page, then second full page, all the Stripe screenshots, people booking dozens of calls in the first week, and so on. And here are just some of the other recent client results of mine. Ilya going from 0 to 34K MRR, Noah adding 62K in new sales in just 6 days, and then Brian going from an empty calendar to 23 demos booked in the first week, plus Will from an empty calendar to being booked out for 2 calendars and adding over 40K in sales in a few months. Here's what happens once you are accepted inside. I help you select and package the right case study, even if you don't have a huge client result yet. There are a few ways around this. Then I share all the resources I perfected over the years, so you set up the meta funnel correctly from your first attempt. Then I help you make ad creatives and scripts. Number 4, we launch ads and get initial bookings. Number 5, I give you ready-to-use SMS, email, and call booking templates, so you maximize your booking rates and disqualify even slightly irrelevant leads. Again, because my role is to help you not waste any time on people who are not high chance want to buy from you. Next, we polish your sales process so you convert more prospects. And lastly, once you see all steps are hitting the KPIs, you increase ad spend to start growing exponentially at a pace you decide. Now you might be wondering about these few things. Our customers are not on Facebook. Look, I hear this super often, but Facebook and Instagram combined have 3 billion users. And are you really thinking that some of them are not your ideal prospects? Also, if you're a B2B SaaS founder above 10K MRR, selling a mid-ticket to a high-ticket product, watching this right now, this proves I can equally help you get in front of your ideal buyers too using my methodology. Next, we tried meta ads and it didn't work as well as we wanted. Let's face the truth, most likely you just done it wrong and you or someone you relied on lacked experience. We both understand that people in the same niche as you are getting results with them. So it's about getting all the pieces of the equation right. Question 4, let me try myself first. Well, sure you can. But here you need to ask yourself, are you really willing to spend 50 to 150K on ads and 6 to 16 months figuring out everything that's required to make it work? Or you'd rather just have someone who's done it for 100 plus other B2B SaaS startups just show you how to get the results from your first attempt? If you'd want to save 100K plus in expensive mistakes that I made for you and years it took me to master it, then let's just sort it out straight away. Because in case you are accepted, not only I'll share all the things you need to succeed with it, but also I will help you with the following things. I'll help you package your case study. I'll help you come up with the ad creative and write your ad copy. I'll explain how to maximize your booking rates. I'll help you with a sales framework so you close every second to third qualified lead you talk with. And number 5, I help you audit your campaign metrics twice a week and tell you what to improve so that you infinitely optimize your funnel, getting even cheaper sales and just growing exponentially. Number 5, I need big budget to make it work. Common misconception, Arman, who by now has generated over 600k in ARR from the case study funnel, started at $25 daily spend. If you can start at $50 a day, you can make it work. Once you start generating new sales, you simply increase the ad spend to generate even more. Question 6, fantastic results, Denis, but what's realistic in my case? Love these stories too, but looking at them, you may feel, damn, it would be awesome, but I'm not sure I'd get there too. Fair, making 62k in 6 days does not happen every single time. But all founders who commit to it for 4 months at least start booking an extra 8 qualified calls every week, cut CPA in half, and increase their close rate by 15%. These are like non-negotiables that just do happen. Question 7, what's the ROI and when it's gonna happen? When will I make millions of dollars from it? Depends on how close you are to message market fit, because the thing you need to understand about ads is the better you understand what exactly your ideal prospects need, the easier it's going to be for you to offer it and sell it to them. But sometimes some startups may need 3 to 4 months to see the real impact, and by real impact I mean adding hundreds of thousands of dollars. From over 100 times of applying it with other founders, I've never seen anyone commit to it for 4 months and not see significant results from it. Also, ultimately, it's up to you to decide what the results are going to look like, because I recently joined a 36k coaching program this year, committed to it, and it only took me a couple of months to make 3 times my money back and then make multiple 6 figures from the strategies I learned there. So again, you decide how fast you want to grow. Question 9, I need a flawless product to get such results. It's just the mindset shift. Instead of thinking more features would bring you more sales, the guys focused on selling and invested in coaching to speed up the results by a few years. So just a remark here, you do not need a flawless product. So here's why I believe the case study funnel is the best approach for scaling your B2B SaaS. Number 1 is the quickest feedback loop. You'll see if any changes are needed within days, not months like with some other channels, and you can quickly tweak it and improve. Second, it's very predictable, because what I hated with other channels when running them for different projects of mine is when one good month was followed by 2 bad ones. With case study funnel, this thing is not happening, because once you see that the numbers are dialed in, you just change couple buttons so that you can double, triple, and quadruple the number of leads you're getting. Then number 3 is extremely scalable. One of the clients right now is applying it at 220k MRR, and another one I done it with was at 530k MRR. So all sounds great, but I'm just on the edge. Well, you have 2 options. Stay where you are, which is low short-term risk, no reward, or practically high long-term risk of going bankrupt. And second is invest in changing where you are, which is relative short-term risk with high to insanely high long-term reward. If you believe you will make more money by learning how to acquire leads cheaper, more effectively, and at a larger scale, I promise I can teach you that. In the end, if you don't change anything, nothing will change. Because by not booking a call right now, you're literally living from $100,000 to $1 million in sales on the table, depending on where you are right now. Arman was unsure about joining too, but he got tired of looking at his flat growth rate and decided to apply. We started by analyzing his past campaigns, his niche, and go-to-market strategy. Then the next day, we launched the case study funnel, and following my guidance, he booked a full calendar of calls in the first 2 weeks. Then I showed him how to increase booking rates and polish his sales process based on the initial output we got. This is how many new calls we booked by the end of week 6. This was maybe a few hundred meetings over the course of a month or so. Outcome: booking 60 demos every week for the past months, full capacity for him and 2 sales guys. Extra 600k ARR in 6 months and growing, plus mid 8 figures in client results, which I generated using this for other startups. You can make it work too. So if you feel you might also be just couple tips away from making an extra $600,000, you don't want to miss out on that. Apply using the link below, and just there is no reason for you to delay on this. Appreciate you watching and talk to you soon.